Hi guys. So in this video we'll be working on the Mustang, doing all sorts of miscellaneous stuff to it. Nothing in particular, just trying to get the car ready. Well, I wanted to talk about my idea with the Mustang. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen Skinny TT's car. It's also a notchback white foxbody. He actually no longer owns it, but this is where I got the main turbo location idea. So his is an LS powered car. It's got twins in this very similar location to where my turbos are placed on my Fox. So my idea behind it is trying to get as much weight to the back of the car as I possibly can, just trying to get it to hook on the street. I live in the middle of Utah, so the nearest track to me is Vegas, and that is 4-hour drive from here. So we obviously don't make it to a track very often at all. Shoot, my Buick, since I have owned it, has never been at a track. Anyways, my theory was if I put all the weight to the back of the car, it would hook real good at the track. It might want to pull the front end and might not be that amazing, but with the engine that's in it right now, it's not going to pull the front end. It's my end goal for the car is I'd really like to make 1200 or so. I'd like to run an 8 flat is what I'd like to do. I know I don't have to have that much, but it's helpful. So I still have a ton of stuff to do to the car. A whole lot. But it's 2019 now, and June of 2020 is Rocky Mountain Race Week in Colorado. It goes from Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, back to Colorado. Well, it's a week long. It's very similar to Drag Week for those of you that don't know what Rocky Mountain Race Week or Drag Week is. They both, you get in your race car, you race at a track, and then you have, like, for instance, Rocky Mountain Race Week, there's a 400-mile drive to the next track. Well, you have to drive your car. You can't take a support vehicle. You can tow a trailer with whatever supplies you might need in case if something happens. But it's a week-long event. There's 5 tracks. I think 2020 will be about 1,000 miles long if I did the math right. I might be wrong. It might be a little more than that or less. I'd have to do the math again. But anyways, as of right now, I really would like to get the car ready to go for the 2020 Rocky Mountain Race Week. So that's 7 months from now. That in theory, that should be plenty of time. But I've never even drove the car with the combination that it has right now. So, still have a lot to do. But I just wanted to kind of tell you guys what my plan is as of right now with the car, is to get it ready for Rocky Mountain Race Week. I'm very excited about that. I got a nephew that he has a 85 T-Bird with a built 351 in it. We might put a little bit of spray to it, but it'd be me and him going. My dad would probably ride co-pilot with me, and his girlfriend hopefully will go with him. But anyways, I think that'd be a lot of fun. For any of you that have done Rocky Mountain Race Week, I'd like to hear about it. I've never done one before. It just happens to be one state away this year, so I'd like to take advantage of that. I think it would be a lot of fun. Anyways, enough of me blabbering about the car or about my plan with it. I will go move the car around and get back to work. And this video, I'm actually gonna take you guys along for the video rather than me just doing stuff and then showing you guys what I'm doing, I'm gonna take you guys along. Anyways, I'll see you out there. Guys, so I put the car back in the garage here. Gonna show you just a little bit of what I have done to it since the last video, and then what I think I'm gonna work on tonight. So I don't remember exactly where I was at in the last video, but I can tell you some stuff I've done. So I got the fittings here for the oil feed line, but when I went ahead and cut the piece of metal here to put the turbo in, I wasn't really thinking about the oil feed situation. Well, the feed line needs to come through here, so I need to trim some of this here and then repaint some of it so it doesn't rust. So on both sides I got a trim here on this side, and then on the inside here the feed is actually going to come out right where that cut stops. I totally forgot to cut this before I painted it, so it's going to get cut now and then touched up with paint. So the feed line will come down, and I'm tying in right above the oil filter. So it'll come down to that side. This side I have the fitting, but once again it needs to get trimmed here, and then it will come, this also needs to be trimmed, and it will come out right above that clamp. And then I went ahead and cut some holes here so then we can access both of those clamps. I started building my oil drain. Didn't like this idea. Didn't really like how much restriction there'll be there. So I am waiting for some pipe to show up so I can build a better design. Went ahead and chamfered those fittings there, because this was gonna get welded there, and that was to be my drain, and then I'll have -10 AN coming off of that. But I didn't really love it, so it's getting changed up. Got the plug wires on. I don't think this was painted last time. No, none of this was. So you see I color matched all the throttle linkage here, this regulator mount, got the fuel pressure gauge mounted, all my fuel feed and return lines ran, everything's permanently, it's in its final position. Oh, I got the dipstick put in. Just so you know, I should have put that on the oil pan before putting the header on. It kind of made it a pain, but anyways, got that, all that part done. Got a little bit of nasty looking mud on there, just trying to smooth out the, couldn't even see that, trying to smooth out the charge pipes there. So that's what I'll be working on tonight, will be the sanding the charge pipes down, getting, well, I don't know why I was staring at the car, sanding all this down. See, I kind of made it look all nasty. I gotta grind all that out, but sand this down so we can get some primer on it. Yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get to work. So there's, when I modified the firewall and set the engine in here and did all that kind of fun jazz, I modified the firewall here to be able to accept the HEI distributor, just because this is the one that I have. Well, there's not too much space back there, especially when I turn it like so, it gets a little close to rub it. So I still got to cut some of these wires down to actually get them to fit. So that's what what I'm gonna attempt now, is to see if I can get those wires to fit back in there, and find out whether I gave myself enough space. I sure hope so, because I'm eventually gonna put a different distributor in it, but not yet. But these are, just in case anybody's wondering, these mounts here are factory late 90s big block Chevy off of like out of a van or a pickup. Spark plug holders, wire holders, man. Shoot, I thought they look pretty darn nice. They really kind of hold the wires in there good. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna get to work on, is cutting wires down, see if I can get them to fit like I need them to. Well, guys, it fits, and we can still, if I move this wire up a little bit, we can make quite a bit of adjustment. That's not a lot there, but anyways, it fits, barely. But that's exciting, just glad it fits. I gotta route some wires a little different. I don't like it when wires look like that. I like it when they look like that. Anyways, so Sill Glide. If any of you guys don't know what this is, this stuff is amazing. So, like, I had to cut and I had to shorten a couple wires, and when you're trying to shove the wire itself inside the boot, like after you crimp the end on and you're trying to shove this part into here, oh man, that's a real bitch. So if you take Sill Glide and wrap around it, it goes in much easier. That stuff is amazing. It's a huge lifesaver. Well, I didn't get as much done tonight as I was hoping to, but I did get some stuff done. I got the charge pipe sanded down. It needed just a tad bit more filler. Really, I could have sanded it out, but I'd like it to look pretty nice and smooth. It's really just a super, super thin coat of filler on there anyways. But hopefully get some primer on that tomorrow. So I'll be giving you guys some updates on that. That ought to turn out real nice. Got the plug wires figured out. They fit super close to the back of the distributor. I mean, between the distributor and the firewall, the back of the distributor and the firewall, super tight. But I got them to fit in there nice and neat, and they rub just a tiny bit, but not enough that I'm really worried about it all. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will be updating much sooner, hopefully like daily updates. If not daily, it'll be every few days. Like if I don't get very much done one night or one morning, then I'll wait. Anyways, thank you guys very much, and I will see you on the next one.